I was there the day Horus slew the Emperor.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Lightning Tower episode 6. My name's Tom and I'm joined by Liam.
Hello there.
And Stu.
Hello.
And we're a podcast about the Horus Heresy. If you are joining us for the first time and you're not sure what you've clicked on, that's what we're going to be talking about. Let's get with the beginning bit. If you are listening to us on a podcast app and you want to leave a comment or a listener's question or anything like that, we're on eBay.
eBay?
We're on eBay.
We're on eBay apparently.
YouTube.
We're sold out.
We're on YouTube.
So very professional here, as you can tell.
YouTube, and you can leave a comment on the YouTube version.
How did YouTube and eBay get confused?
Well, they're both on the internet.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
They're both like an app that's on the home screen on my phone.
Alright.
So they're next to each other. They both have red in the logo.
Just. Anyway, moving on swiftly.
Yeah. So if you want to do any questions, like I say, if you don't want to do any listeners' questions or leave us any feedback or anything like that, it would be great to do it on the YouTube in the comments for the videos. This video in particular, I suppose. So
That was very convoluted.
yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
So, what do we normally do first is we normally go over the games that we've played since the last time we've recorded. So it's been a while since we've recorded because of summer holidays and things like that.
Yeah, you buggered off to Disneyland.
Yeah, I've been to Disneyland in Paris and I got to go on the Star Wars ride quite a few times, which was really cool. And just other various bits and pieces. We had the women's UEFA final, which
Yeah.
England won last Sunday.
Yeah.
So we didn't record last Sunday. And yeah, so who's played games?
Not me.
You haven't.
Have you not?
So you
No.
haven't played a single game for a month,
No, the last game of played was against you that we've previously talked
right?
about.
And me and you have played
We've
one
had a
game.
game, yeah. We've had
Is
one.
that your only game? I have a feeling it might be my only game.
Yeah, it is my only. Yeah, it is. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a bit of a pants month for gaming, really.
Yeah, so one game. I am playing Brian on Tuesday,
Oh, yeah.
but
Horus
it'll be
Heresy?
we'll be back down to 1,500 points.
At the club.
Yeah,
In the club.
In
Yeah.
that club.
yeah. He asked us for a game, so I think he's struggling to find people to play against.
Alright, okay.
I think we have quite a lot of Heresy players in our group, but not many of them have got finished armies.
I don't.
I haven't got a finished army, but I'm not asked.
Yeah, I mean you've got a playable army.
Yeah, I've got
that's what I mean.
it's-
I think quite a few people.
I
have
don't
a
mind
playable
playing
army.
and playing against unrated armies, whereas quite a few people I know do, but I'm not that fussed.
My problem is lack of choice in my army at the minute.
Yeah.
Like, I've got 1,000 points, but that's about it. I can get to 1,500 if I make them veteran instead of normal.
I've
Yeah.
got. Well, I fielded. Fielded? Is that the right word? Fielded.
Yeah.
Yes, I fielded 2,500 points against you.
Yeah.
I could have probably bumped that up to 3,000. Yeah, but it was just what I had to hand,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So what armies were you playing?
Blood Angels, of course.
Ultramarines.
So training mission,
The
obviously.
training exercise.
Training
Yeah.
exercise, yes.
So we went 2,500 points, and we played Dawn of War, just because of at the club it's a bit awkward where you're standing, so we went we'll just do a normal deployment.
Normal deployment. In
And
the club.
the mission was mission 2, I think, where you got
We've got the book somewhere.
Mission 2.
I think it was mission 2. So it was
Can you
basically
describe the mission rather
you
than
got-
just a number?
one objective in each other's deployment.
Yes, you've got to get the
Oh,
one
yeah.
objective.
Yeah.
That.
Uh-huh.
You also get one victory point for killing a unit on the first turn,
Yeah,
one victory point for killing the other person's warlord,
yeah.
and one victory point for killing more.
Whoever kills the
units.
most at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go through my list was fairly generic. I had 4 attack squads.
10 men?
Yeah, I had me plasma gun squad. I had a 10-man las cannon squad. I had a vindicator with a artillery gun.
The Demolisher.
The
Ah,
Demolisher. I had me Spartan.
Oh, the Spartan rolled out.
Yeah, I had
What
me
was it carrying?
Contender. The plasma guys and me Praetor.
Okay.
And an apothecary. I had an apothecary with him and the last cannon squad. And I think that's about it, really.
Yeah. Did you decide to include apothecaries after fighting against mine?
Decided to include apothecaries because Liam kept saying, "Oh, I can actually do this many points," and I was like, had to quickly change.
Yeah, because I didn't think I had as many points as I did have.
I had to add like 100 points, and I was like, I can't be bothered to rework the whole thing. And I was scrolling through. I'm like, hold on, apothecaries are 45 points each.
I'll have 2 of
I'll
those.
just stick 2 of them.
Yeah, which was kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a dread as well.
Yeah, Army Contempt. I had double plasma.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, it did.
Interesting. I've been thinking about running that. You know, you recommend it?
So my list was.
Oh, and I had me land speeders.
Oh yeah,
all as separate units.
Yeah.
2 heavy bolter multi-melter and 1 was double plasma again.
Okay.
So I had 3 tac squads.
Yeah.
10 man. 1 missile launcher squad.
10 man.
10 man.
Yeah.
1 Legion destroyer squad.
Oh. What were they on with? The Inferno pistol?
Of course. I had Cataphracti Terminators
Yeah.
in the back of Land Raider Prometheus carrier.
Oh, okay.
I had Squadron of Predators.
Squadron?
Yeah, 3.
3 Predators?
3 Predators. 2 Contact with Dreadnoughts.
Oh, okay.
What was that? 2 Praetor. And as my warlord, I had the brick. That guy I can never pronounce. The Bringer of Sorrows.
Alright, okay.
Dominion Zephyr.
That's it. Dominion
Yeah.
Zephyr.
Dominion Zephyr.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
So, I think first comment to make is that I feel like 2,500 was kind of like a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel like there was too much stuff on the table. And at the same time, like, your reactions weren't stupidly overpowered.
No.
And no single unit, like, dominated.
No, not at all.
We played it, we were kind of like divided on flanks.
Because we put each other's, because we had to get the one
The objective.
objective in opposite corners from each other.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
okay.
it was like, so you've had half your force defending one and half your force trying to go and get the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a mistake at the end, but
I think the other thing that it highlighted was with the extra points was the difference in the armies. Whereas on smaller points games, the armies have felt quite similar.
yeah,
Whereas the difference now between like Blood Angels being a close combat army
Yeah.
and Ultramarines being a shooting army
yeah,
actually started to show.
it really did.
So on my flank, my las cannon squad, supported by the Dreadnought.
And
Just-
and supported by all the other bump you had around it to buff
There
it.
wasn't loads around them, really. Like I had a couple of tactical squads, but they didn't really do a lot.
And they had that guy stood behind them that gave
Oh
them
yeah, I
something.
mean the Master of Signal.
Which is them hitting on
Yeah.
a 2+.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he was good. But
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
again though. I didn't even use me Right of War again. Like it never came into the
Was
game.
that
The Logos Lectora.
where you choose the certain
Yeah,
thing?
it never ever.
Doesn't seem
came.
like a very good one.
It's the more I play, like when I first saw it, I was like, this is going to be great. It's going to give us like, it's going to be like Doctrines in 40k, and I'm going to be able to like pick
Yeah.
how I want to play every turn. But the limitations on it is too much. Like say the one where you get +1 to hit. I've got so many other ways to get +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Why would I take it with such a limitation where you can't move any infantry at all? You know, it doesn't make any sense. And then the other one, where you get your weapon skill, but you're losing your ballistic skill and everything. So
Yeah.
unless everything's charging in, but then you're not a shooting army, you're not a combat army, you're a shooting army.
You're not
So-
a combat army yet.
Well, even with suzerain, which I haven't built yet, but even with them, I won't be a combat army. I'll just have a combat unit.
Yeah.
It's not like, like for example, even if I was playing as Blood Angels or Space Wolves or World Eaters, I still probably wouldn't have the entire army in combat all the time.
No.
you'd still have something you want to shoot with.
Yeah.
So I'm not really feeling that Rite of War. And I'm kind of thinking, should I start looking at other Rites of Wars?
Yeah. I kind of happened to me with the Death Guard as well, where I was looking at theirs and I actually like started going towards Pride of the Legion instead.
Yeah. I mean, that one about the terrain though, that there's no like downside for you to pick it,
No.
and you know,
The only restriction is you have to have the Siege Breaker.
yeah.
But I mean, it's not exactly a bad thing, is it?
No, well that's how I feel about them. I'm glad Ultramarines have got that Rite of War because it made us take the Master of Signal and then realise how mint he actually
Yeah,
is.
he's really good.
So you put him in a unit and they get +1 to hit.
Basically,
Yes.
and they ignore knife fighting,
And they ignore knife fighting.
yeah. And
So
I
you
can
put him in a
re-roll.
10-man las cannon unit.
Yeah,
And
he
I
did.
can re-roll me. I can re-roll all me blasts near him as well. So
Alright,
Yeah,
okay.
he's pretty cool.
yeah, he really
He is
worked.
pretty
So
cool.
obviously he was there with his las cannons, and then near him was like the dreadnought with the plasma and the land speeder with the plasma. So land speeder was all right. The double.
I think it was
plasma
better
land
than all right.
speeder. He did not. Well, the land speeder, the dreadnought, because he uses the bigger templates, killed more guys.
Yeah.
The land speeder was alright, but then it got to the point where you only had 2 men left in a tactical squad, and I just couldn't hit them because the templates kept scattering off.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually, a heavy bolter would have been
But
more useful.
but your land speeder with a plasma cannon, or was it the melter gun?
Yeah, the melters.
Melters. Yeah, that was it. The melters.
The melters were really. The land speeder with a multi melter is
Yeah.
really good at hunting a tank.
Yeah.
So did you give it 2 multi-melters?
Yeah, he did.
No, there was
No.
two with one each.
2 with 1
2
each.
with 1 each. Alright,
Now
so it's more
basically,
durable.
yeah, I kind of suicided them to take out the Land Raider.
Did they take it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But my Spartan died the very first shot of the game.
What did you shoot that with?
I shot the Predator Annihilator, and then it returned fire,
Right.
and both just exploded each other.
Out of all the predators to aim at, you aim for the one with all the
I know,
all
but I
the
was
las
like-
cannons.
Yeah, but it
But
was
that
like,
still must have been lucky for the Predator to take out the Spartan.
well, no,
That's
because
4 las cannons.
well, because it's a vehicle,
Uh-huh.
so if you shoot 4, I think you hit all 4, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then obviously you penetrating, but you've got Sunder, so you can re-roll it.
But you needed 6.
When you, oh yeah, and I think you got 4 penetrating hits. So obviously the chances of that exploding then's quite high. Do you know what I mean?
Two
Even if
sixes.
it didn't, it would have been out of hull points.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of realised afterwards I probably shouldn't have targeted that one, but then at the same time, that was the threat to it. Like the flamer
Yeah.
one and the assault cannon one
Yeah.
wasn't really a threat to the Land Raider. And if I took that Predator out, Liam had no other heavy weapons on that side of the board apart from his own Land Raider,
Yeah.
which was hiding behind some ruins on the first turn. So
Yeah.
So, are you just justifying this, or was it actually worth it? The trade? Spartan for a Predator.
well, no, because it ruined my entire plan. Because it meant me Praetor and half of his plasma gun squad and the Apothecary all died in the explosion.
Oh.
And he basically had to foot slog to the objective with the plasma gun squad who,
Kept killing themselves.
yeah, I'm really not sold on plasma gun support squads because they just keep
Blowing up.
killing themselves. Like in some situations, they kill as many of themselves as they do the people they're shooting at.
No, I wonder if you've just been unlucky because they do get the armor save against this.
Yeah, but it's. I did work out the maths. I think it's like a 1 in 18 chance.
Oh, okay.
So if you have
Every time you fire.
every time you fire, and obviously if you're firing 2 shots
It's 1
per
in 9.
person, that's 1 in 9.
Yeah.
So chances are you'll lose. If you start with a 10-man squad, you're going to lose someone every turn,
Okay.
mathematically.
Yeah.
And if you die,
Realistically, about 4.
yeah, yeah,
But I tell you what, I did take away from this game.
Yeah.
Vehicles in Heresy are useless
Yeah.
yeah.
Die
for the
so
point.
quick.
Yeah, for the point sync in the things.
When you compare a vehicle to a dreadnought,
Yeah,
that's because that's like the main comparison, isn't
yeah.
it?
I would.
Want a mobile
I would,
weapons platform.
I would rather Leviathan Dread
Mm-hmm.
with las cannons
Yeah.
than a 400 point tank.
Yeah.
Which has kind of thrown us because getting into house, I thought cool and get some of the cool. Obviously, we don't care if it's Forge World or not, if it's real or not. Some recasts of the cool 30k tanks, which I thought would mint. I really fancied the Surican with the massive Gatling cannon.
Oh yeah.
I've loved that
Punisher.
for age. Punisher, that's it. I've loved it for age. It was always going to be my next present to myself. But now it's like, why am I going to spend 100 odd quid if I go Forge World or whatever? If I go recast for something that can die in one shot.
Yeah. I think
It's not. It's just I've lost.
I mean, the smaller point tanks aren't too bad. Like let's say for 120 odd points that my Vindicator is,
Yeah.
I couldn't get a 5-man heavy weapon squad.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that it kind of works out, but it's the expensive ones that are just as easy to kill. Like the Land Raider and the Spartan died as easily as the Predators and the Vindicator did.
I mean,
no one's
yes.
complaining about rain or water.
And then no.
I mean, yes. If you when we had that game here, it was 1,500 points, and I brought a Land Raider, me Achilles, just because to make the points up.
Yeah.
In that game, yes, because there's nothing could hurt it. Because your dread, did you?
But once you do something that could hurt it.
And and then once you get the bigger games when there's lots of things that can hurt big tank, it's like it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
I'd rather drop a dread. Massively, I'd rather drop a dreadnought.
Yeah.
I mean, my dreadnought only took wounds off himself.
Yeah.
From his own plasma.
Oh.
No, I took one wound off you.
Did you?
One wound.
I think your dreadnoughts did quite. I think I was shocked at how good the assault cannons were inside the fists.
Yeah, blood angels.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I was shocked at how good they were, but they were really good. I was like going to think, I'm not bothered about assault cannons. Killing loads of people, and I was like,
because the fire.
Because I think I focused on the shooting one first. The one thinking, the close combat one's miles away, I'll not do out. And I was like, hold on.
Hold on, it's in my face.
4 shots, I'm sure it was 4 shots.
I think it's 6, you know.
I'm sure it was 4 shots, strength 6 rending, or something like that. But it was pretty good.
Oh.
But then, I had my flank pretty much done with me las cannon squad.
Yeah.
Like, killed...
So you had the last cannon squad with 2s to hit.
Yeah, basically, and it killed Liam's missile launcher
that was kill anything.
Strength 6, AP 4, Assault 4, Rendon 6.
Alright, that's pretty good, yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, well, you say it'll kill anything, but it won't kill a Contemptor in 1 round of shooting. But it did basically take out the missile launcher squad.
The last cannon squad?
Yes, it took out my missile launcher squad.
Yeah, it took them out,
so you didn't get to do a frag round?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I thought that
you
was...
didn't have half an hour, put 10 plates down.
I just thought that was the biggest threat on the board, to be honest. So I took them out, and then I used the special reaction to take out the dreadnought. Or mostly kill the dreadnought.
Yeah, I think it was down to 1 wound, wasn't it? Something like that.
That was after 1 volley?
And then... Yeah.
Alright, okay.
And then once that side of the board was clear, I still had line of sight to my own objective.
Yeah.
So I could start doing some defensive fire across. So they kind of worked. Yeah. So basically that side of the board, the Vindicator and the Plasma Contemptor started over there. So Liam's tactical squads over that side didn't last very long either.
No, they didn't. Well,
they did all right.
They did all right.
They weren't like they were never going to win it.
No.
And then you started to move your leader.
I know, I messed up with that.
Jump pack guys halfway across, and then realised you needed to move them back.
No, it wasn't that. It was the way the board was set up. I obviously moved 12 inches with the Hawk jetpacks. So I moved them 12 inches, and then I was like, right, next move I'm going to move to there. Hang on, no. I worked out no matter where I moved them to in the 12-inch diameter towards either the objective they were going for, to back up the tack squad over there. They'd land in complete open in line of sight of the last cannons.
Oh.
Which was a big deal because that Slay the Warlord point
was at the time
could have been game winner.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think I was winning 3-2
after
the first turn on units killed in the first turn. And then neither of us got Slay the Warlord.
No.
So now I won 4-2 because I'd killed more units.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it just came down to one unit.
Yeah. It was a really tight game.
Mm-hmm.
So it we never took the objectives that we were aiming for, but it was close. Like we both had units on the objectives, and they just got took off.
Yeah.
Because you end up taking my squad out. That was on you. That was on my objective with your plasma guns and your Kratos and your las cannons,
Vindicator as well.
So that was all on that side.
Yeah.
And then my objective that you got, I end up throwing me warlord and me.
Yeah, you rad grenade
me
guys.
rad grenade guys into it.
Which basically was wounded on 2s.
Mm.
So I think that's where the Blood Angels shone though, because on the flank where you were attacking, you had your Terminators and even your tactical Marines with bayonets.
Yeah.
Wounded on 2s.
Yeah.
Against other tactical Marines.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was like the close combat, I was just dropping like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'll tell you what
it did seem to balance itself. Like I say, I was kicking ass with my las cannons and
plasma cannons and
plasma
shoot
cannons and stuff. But on the other hand, on the other flank, I couldn't do anything.
Mm.
And I tell you what, I was really surprised with how. I'm not sure if it's how good land speeders are or how pants lightning claws are on Terminators.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Why? What happened there?
Even as a blood angel,
Uh-huh.
wounding on.
It'll be wounding on 4s as a blood. Yeah, because toughness 5, isn't it?
That's yeah.
So lightning claws. Although they did mince a tactical squad.
Oh yeah.
Well, lightning claws. What's the armor pen? Is it?
It's 3. No, it's
not
was it
special.
not 3.
Mm-hmm. It's just
12.
nothing. It's nothing great.
They're like you re-roll a wound.
All the power weapons. I like the look of the power maul.
Yeah.
No, it's only AP3. Was it +2 strength?
Yeah, that's what I've stuck on me.
So it's
what's
not
it
going to
called?
win out against
Fomentarus.
Terminators, but
Yeah, lightning claws AP3.
AP3.
So
So the power maul, I think, is one of the better power weapons.
no,
Yeah.
power was AP3, but it's strength +2.
Strength +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So against power armor, power mauls definitely.
Yeah.
The power axe AP2.
Yeah, but it's unwieldy.
Yeah.
I
That
think.
means it's initiative 1.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
pretty much any close combat weapon that's AP2 is unwieldy, apart from the Paragon Blade.
No, Gravis Power Fist isn't either.
That's
Oh,
on
yeah, but
Dreadnought.
that's only-
It's just I'm just looking
Ah,
down.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I wouldn't bother with the power axe then when you could just have a power fist.
Yeah. It might be a points thing.
Yeah, could be a points thing. But anyway, that's not what we're here to discuss.
No.
So it was
Yeah,
a good
so-
battle.
Yeah, so it basically, neither of us took the objective. We did 6 rounds.
Yeah.
It was a fluid game.
Yeah.
We didn't really have to do a lot of rule checking.
No, not really. Just the odd little bit here and there for stuff we hadn't used before and stuff like that. Just
Yeah.
the basic.
Yeah.
Mostly just checking stat lines rather
Yeah.
than rules.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it was a good game. But like I say, I'm dropping points again to play Brian,
Yeah.
so I'll have to work my army
But
out again.
what I was saying before the podcast, what I have took away from that game as well is having to kind of learn the person you're playing against,
Yeah.
what their army can do.
Yeah.
Because see, I tried to expecting Tom only to be able to do one reaction in my shooting phase.
Mm-hmm.
So I baited something out. And I can now shoot this. He's like, I'm going to fire back. You can't. You've already fired back, so I can do it twice. Like,
Yeah.
what?
So what reaction could you do twice?
Mine's in the assault phase. Actually, I can do 3 assaults.
But as a blood angel, that's kind of pointless. Because you're going to do the assault.
Yeah,
assaulted.
nobody's going to be... That's the thing.
Shooting just seems to be the best
Well, yeah.
all the
Well,
time.
no, because, let's put it this way, if you've got shooting... So I'm a shooting army and I've got shooting reactions. But if I'm playing against World Eaters, they're probably not going to shoot me. You know what I mean? So,
actually, if
everyone's
you're facing-
reaction is the stuff that happens to them.
Yeah.
So you'd be better off as a shooting army to have reactions in the assault phase, and you'd be better off as an assault army to have reactions in the shooting phase.
Well, actually, seeing that, I forgot about this. And my advanced reaction is I can pop a shout,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
which isn't too bad, isn't it? It's not bad at all. I just totally forgot
Is
that.
that not the one where you can charge someone who shoots you?
That's the world eater one.
That's a world
I'm
eater
sure
one.
that says.
No,
I can see the word charge.
I can see the word charge.
I'm sure it is.
So yeah.
And then taking Legion Xiphon guy as my warlord.
Dominion Xiphon.
That's the one.
Yeah.
You've got to take his warlord trait,
Oh,
which
okay.
gives you an extra reaction in your opponent's assault phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good, but who's going to assault Blood Angels?
Yeah.
With rag grenades?
Space Wolves,
With rag grenades?
World Eaters.
Possibly.
So out of the traitors, World Eaters, Night Lords, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then they might not because they know what's
Sometimes.
coming.
Yeah.
I'll just like I
It's-
say though, just
That's one of the things I think. Then if you're facing a shooting army and you know they've got shooting reactions, don't shoot them.
Yeah, but that's it though. I expect Tom only to have the one reaction. He was like, no, I've got two because I'm ultimate. I was like, oh, no problem.
Yeah.
I was like, right, well then I'll fire at this one then. I'll fire that. You've already used two. Well, I've got three because I've got this special one because I'm like, which was mint. Because he did.
so
like,
basically I'm gonna shoot. I think your dreadnought shot a tactical squad, and then next to the tactical squad was my las cannon squad,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, they're both gonna shoot back. Which basically give the las cannon squad a free shot.
Yeah.
So when facing Ultramarines,
Don't shoot them.
don't shoot something next to something you don't
Well,
want
I
to shoot.
don't think it.
But that's only once per game you can do that one,
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
it?
It's once per game. but
Yeah.
Still,
It is
you
cool.
have,
It
to,
is,
you have to think.
that is really cool. If you see, for instance, you shoot, see Tom's got his dread next to his Lascan squad,
Yeah.
and you fight at the dread.
Mm-hmm.
The dread and the Lascan squad are going to fire at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
To be honest,
you've lost whatever you're firing at.
To be honest, I
You've-
don't
no.
even think they have to be next to each other.
Is it not 6 inches?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's my +1 to hit rule. I honestly don't think I'd have to read through it properly, but I used something that was next to it just in case. But I don't think there's any limitation.
That's pretty rough.
Well, you used what was the best shooting thing
yeah.
you got, the Lascans,
Yeah.
which was next to where I was firing. So
Mhm.
But if they'd have been on the other side of the board, I wouldn't have used them. I would have picked probably my dreadnought, which was
Yeah.
also there.
yeah, but yeah, so I think that's a bit of a thing for everybody to take notice of. If you're fighting against somebody, have a quick read through of
Know
their rules.
your enemy.
Yes, know your enemy. Which in 40k and in other games like Conflict and Bolt Action, I've never bothered with.
What's the G.I. Joe catchphrase?
I don't know.
Something like knowledge is half the battle.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it is? Or is it
Probably.
something
I think
else?
that's right. Yeah.
Knowledge is half the battle.
Anyway, but yeah, you kind of have to learn your enemy, which I've never had to do before in games. I just
Well, the thing is, in 40k, it was obvious what your enemy was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's part of the 30k difference.
yeah. So it's yes, it annoyed us
Yeah.
because I thought, well, I'll bait this, I'll bait that. No, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But when the game already ended, I think it was 4-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4-2.
And that was only because you took the last objective. You did too.
No, I didn't because they were worth 5 points. No, you wiped us out in close combat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
With
Yeah.
the wounded on 2s with a bayonet.
No,
No,
with
you-
chain
with
swords.
with his
Chain
other
swords?
squad, yeah, with his jump pack squad, which were pretty nasty.
So what were the destroyers like?
Yeah, that was them, wasn't it?
The-
You
Because
only
I've been
used them in
thinking-
one combat, didn't
One
you?
combat,
and
yeah.
I'd already shot a few of them off,
yeah,
but it was still pretty good.
yeah.
I killed one of them with my Sergeant's Power Fist.
Yeah, which that's going to happen anyway.
So when you think about dual Alchem Flamer destroyers,
Yeah, well, you can.
I don't like half a squad will die when they shoot,
Yeah.
but still.
With jump packs?
Well, you see, I was thinking that, but it's not really death guardy having jump packs. is
Well,
it?
because I don't know what you can do because I know Blood Angels have got good guys
Yeah,
have got the jump pack ones and the non-jump pack ones.
yeah, yeah.
So honestly, I think they're pretty cool. But
I think part of the strategy will have to be is to overwhelm the enemy with options
yeah,
Yeah.
so that they don't think, oh, I need to target them. It's like, I need to target them, I need to target them, and I need to target them.
yeah. 5-man squad is gonna get shot. It's gonna get shot to shit, and you're gonna lose majority of them. So you need a 10-man squad.
Yeah.
But 10-man squad's a big point sink.
So now here's my next question. Does anyone have any snipers?
No.
No
I've been looking at these and I need to try them.
snipers.
Well, there's Scout Squad,
Yeah.
there's a Recon Squad, and there's someone else can have Nemesis Bolters.
Yeah. Should we get into this on our next section?
Yes!
Yes,
Yeah.
but we'll
Look
just...
at that!
Where we're going
It
to
was
do
almost on
a
purpose.
deep dive into tributes. Right.
Well,
Before we go, is
so,
anyone...
So yeah, just quickly, yeah, a 10-man team would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think for the points, I'd rather have another Leviathan Dread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the possible point cost. Because I think I was with nearly 300 points.
Yep.
Rather have a Dread.
Okay.
Okay, right, so we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to do a deep dive on all the different troop options because I know that's what everyone's been waiting for.
Well, the basic troops.
Yeah, well, anything in a troop slot.
No chapter specific.
No, none of that ones. Just what's in the troop slot in the book. So we'll see you in a minute.
Bye!
Right, welcome back. So we're going to do a deep dive in our troops section. So if you've got your Liber Astartes or Liber Hereticus handy, get it out now.
Play along at home.
So we're going to start off with a basic tactical squad.
I think it's basic something else.
No idea. Anyway.
Like what teenage girls call each other. Anyway.
No,
No, it doesn't matter. Continue.
I'm not sure. I don't know what you got. Anyway, basic tactical squad.
Yes.
So 100 points for 10 men with bolters.
Bargain.
Yeah.
Yep,
Leave it at that.
yeah. Probably the most cost-effective unit in the game.
Yeah. So the things of note with them, we'll go straight to, shall we?
Yeah,
The special rules is they'll align.
yep,
So one of the few units in the game that can take and hold objectives, making them one of the most important units in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. And Fury of the Legion,
yep,
Yeah.
whereas if you don't move, you can shoot. You get one extra shot with bolters, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Yep.
And Heart of Legion, if
Yep.
you control an objective, you get a 6+ feel no pain.
yep. We forgot both of those rules in all last game.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I didn't when I played.
So yeah, it's
We did
just,
remember in the last turn when we had no attack squads left.
yeah. So it's just for the points you can't go wrong really.
No. The only thing is, I'm thinking in 30k is power armor just drops like flies though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The abundance of heavy and special weapons.
yeah. And bolters don't really do a lot either.
No.
But to get bodies into your army,
Oh yeah.
I think they're a good choice. So there's not a lot to say on them. You were taking artificer armor on your sergeants.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
worked a little bit. Probably made your points back.
Yeah,
I
one
would guess,
squad,
but-
I think. I was getting hit. See, 10 hits, like 10 wounds got through. I think I was getting 3 with me
Yeah.
sergeant before I had to switch on.
The problem is with that though
You lose your
is you
sergeant.
were losing your
Yeah.
sergeant, so you were taking your hits on your sergeants
Yeah.
and saving guys, but then you were
Mm.
losing your sergeant and failing your leadership tests.
If I was taking artificer armor, I would make him geared for close combat.
Yeah.
And have him survive until he's in close combat.
Yeah,
I think. Like, you know.
that was the plan.
Alright,
But
okay. It didn't work out that way.
Work out, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you
So,
arm them with?
I had one squad. No, I had. But the sergeant of the squad
Just
is
a sergeant.
the sergeant. I had 2 different loadouts.
Yeah.
I had one with plasma pistol and lightning claws,
Yeah.
which was a bit. Yeah, the lightning claws they're not fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 had infernal pistols and power fist because bloody angels can take infernal
Okay.
pistols,
Okay.
where as opposed to, whoever can take a plasma pistol can now take an infernal pistol for
Yeah.
the same cost.
I
Yeah,
think a power fist's a good call on a
Yeah.
tactical squad sergeant.
definitely.
Because, like, you're probably not going to survive a fight.
No.
But if you do, you could kill anyone.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was basically
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I nearly killed Dominion Zephon, didn't I?
Yes, you
And
did.
then we realised that you'd forgot you feel no pain, and you got a guy back, and then that was the guy that the sergeant killed, not Dominion Zephon,
Yeah.
because otherwise he would have killed Dominion Zephon.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
think you give them a power fist and hope for a little bit of
Yeah,
luck.
I mean, all of
Yeah.
mine have power fists. What about the squad upgrades? So you've got your Nuncio Vox, your Augury Scanner, and your Vexilla.
Wouldn't bother.
No,
No.
No.
Where's the
No.
points?
nah.
Well, we'll go through them. The scanner. So you ignore the 24-inch knife fighting.
You can only fire 12 punches
What
anyway.
are they armed with exactly?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's an instant no.
yeah.
Yeah. The Nuncio Vox, maybe,
Is
but
that
I mean,
That's the one that should re-roll the blast.
if you see where the blast goes, you can re-roll
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably just going to put it on the unit that's shooting the blast weapon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? The
The
Vexilla.
Vexilla.
The +1 combat resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Like, how many points is it?
10.
10 points each.
It's putting another man in.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose- I think
Well,
that's another
You're
point.
saving, you're saving 30 points there,
Yeah. Could be three extra men.
Yeah.
or 15 points of a apothecary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's another fact: you can take these up to 20-man units.
Yeah, I know.
This is my plan.
Oh, here we go.
Well, because of the Death Guard always be able to fury the Legion because they don't count as moving.
Yeah.
Put them up to 20 men.
Oh, 40 shots.
20 men and an apothecary.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, very much so. Very, very much
Yeah.
so.
So alongside the tactical squad,
Yeah.
we have the despoiler squad.
So this is your tactical close combat.
Yeah. So it's essentially more or less the same, except instead of a bolt gun, you've got a bolt pistol and a chainsword,
Yeah.
and you can take a heavy chainsword. But whereas the tactical squad can take your bayonets and chain bayonets.
So they're still line.
Yeah.
So pretty important dudes.
They can still go up to 20 men.
Still have part of the Legion.
Yeah.
Spite of the Legion, I can't remember. Is it a reroll?
Spite of the Legion was you can only be joined by characters who also have that.
Spite? No, it must do something in
so.
close combat.
No,
I'm fairly sure that's what it is,
It's
isn't it?
another pointless one, yeah.
Was
It's
that?
the same- that like Dominion's F1 has it, so that's
Yeah.
why he can only join certain squads.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
So I think they'd be good with Blood Angels
Yeah,
instead of tacticals.
Yeah.
200 points for a 10-man squad, though.
No, it's 100.
You know, for 10-man squad. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, they're the same as
Ah.
they have the same. They have exactly the same as tacticals, just with a bolt pistol and chainsword. So probably decent.
Close combat armies, I think.
The
should
only
take
thing is, Space Wolves won't,
'Cause-
they have their own special units
that.
instead,
Alright, okay.
which they'd probably rather take.
Yeah, but
And then
World Eaters, Night Lords, Blood
Yeah.
Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's tempting just to chuck one in. I mean, basically, for having a bolt pistol and chainsword, you're getting an extra attack.
Well, actually, thinking about it, right? Normally, you end up in close combat anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
Even your tacticals end up
Yeah.
in close combat. Maybe you
But
should
this
just go with
is the
something
thing
else
though. You're only getting an extra attack. A tactical.
Oh no, you get the chainsword, which does not have enough shred.
I don't think so.
It's got summit.
But
The chainsaw is not just a basic attack.
No, it's not.
I'll have a look. I'll have
I've
a look.
got the
'Cause I've got
value.
me weapons here.
Let's have a look at the chainsword.
Chainsword, melee, shred.
Yeah.
But a chain bayonet is
Plus
plus
one.
one strength and shred. So you're having an extra attack to give away the plus one strength and the range and the rapid fire.
Okay.
So
Mm,
unless
yeah.
Alright, so
unless
I think
you're
then I'll go
dedicated,
back to the close combat chapters then.
yeah,
Chapters,
unless
legions.
unless you're dedicated to close combat,
Yeah.
you're better off with tactical over despoiler.
Tactical with a bayonet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
the chain bayonet isn't fantastic either. But for an extra 1 point, it's worth 10
Yeah.
points for 9 points for a squad.
Yeah.
So after that we have our Legion Assault Squad.
Yeah.
So we're going 145 points for 10 men. Bolt pistol, chainsword. The difference is
Jetpack!
jetpacks. So these are just the same as the despoilers, but
No.
with a jetpack. They're still line.
Still line. Yeah.
They don't have any other special
We'll
rules.
just go back to the spoilers for a second.
Yeah.
Take the upgrades.
No.
I don't see no point.
Well, Vexilla,
Maybe
because
it's a
you're going to
Vexilla because
because
you
you
are planning
are-
on getting in close
you're
combat.
going to be in combat. You can take a power weapon 1 in 5. 1 in 5 can maybe take a fancy pistol.
Yeah, I could put a bolt pistol. I could put a infernal pistol on the sergeant.
Yeah, I would
For me.
I would load out the sergeant. I'd maybe take a Vexilla. I don't think I would do anything else. But in Ultramarines, I probably would never.
You wouldn't take them as Ultramarines. Take
No.
tacticals.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't take them. So the assault squad is exactly the same. by the look of it.
as well? Oh,
They have line.
They do have line, yes.
But they have
Oh,
jump
fast.
packs. So here's the thing: if you're going to take the spoilers, and you're an assault squad army, why not just take assault squads?
Yeah,
It's a good point.
Because you'll get there a lot faster.
yeah. And
So I suppose.
have you read how the jetpacks work in this now?
So you activate them,
Yeah.
and then you can move up to their distance.
Yeah,
Something like
and
that.
it ignores everything.
Or does
So
it?
he's an interesting fact.
Ignores
Oh.
troops, things, buildings, terrain.
If
It just moves 12 inches in that direction.
Yeah.
Actually, so the spoilers have got Heart of the Legion still.
But they have if you put the spoilers in a Rhino, it works out about the same points as an assault squad with the jump packs.
Oh. That's probably better, having the Rhino. I would say
In
that's
some
better.
ways.
Unless when it gets pinged with the lads cannon, then
Unless
kills
you're
half,
gonna
then
be-
kills half your squad inside.
Unless you're
Yeah.
assaulting turn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get blown
So
up.
it's another thing to think about. Like it's not you're not guaranteed.
Oh, I mean the thing
either
is,
way.
take both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that.
But
Take both.
same again. If I'm with my army, I'm more likely to take what I think one assault squad
Yeah.
rather than the spoilers, because I could use it as a counter charge unit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like keep it in my back, and then if anyone charges into anything I don't want charged,
Mm-hmm.
I can counter charge and hopefully win the combat and save my unit.
Yeah.
Although 10-man squad of them, when you could take something, maybe it's like, say, why would I do that though when I could take,
Is the assault squad 10 men?
when I
Right,
could
okay.
take Suzerain or the other guys out of the PDF.
That's the thing, when they're just harder to kill.
Yeah.
Suzerain, and they hit harder.
Like if I'm only going to take one assault
Although they're
unit.
not lying though, are they?
No. But that's not what they're there for. That's
No,
what
an
the
assault
capsules-
unit's there to kill us, not there.
As a backup.
Yeah.
I mean, they are line though. So the next unit
Yep.
is the Breacher Squad.
Yep.
So they're line
Mm-hmm.
and heavy.
Yep.
10 men for 155 points. Got a bolt gun and a board and shield.
So to recap, heavy means they can re-roll armor saves against blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Board and shield means they've got 5+ invul save.
yeah.
So,
So it's the equivalent of old storm shield.
yeah.
So they can't take a Rhino. There has
No.
to be a Termite or a Proteus carrier.
Mm-hmm. That's why I had my Cataphracties in a Prometheus carrier.
Yeah. So, are the Breachers any good?
Yes.
That's what Brian's got in it.
Brian's got a lot of them because he plays.
He was running them as breaches. He's now runs them as Medusan Immortals, which are an Iron Hands breacher, which is better in every way.
So
Alright.
the thing is with the Breachers, you're paying more points.
Yeah.
You've lost manoeuvrability because your transports are a lot more expensive and you're not going to take them.
Yeah.
But against small arms, they're not any tougher.
Against small arms, no.
So you still normal 3-up save will still have you losing the guys. They're only really better against heavy weapons.
Yes.
Um,
Heavy
wep-
weapons and
weapon-
combat weapons.
weapon loadout. So 1 in 5 guys can take a special weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant can take a limited amount of stuff. Kind of similar to a tactical squad, really.
Okay, so it's 155 points for the breaches.
Yeah,
So you have a choice. You can have 10 breaches or 15 tacticals.
yeah. I think I'd take the tacticals.
You take the 15 tactical
Yeah.
because there's more guns.
Plus, I can put bayonets on them, which I can't with the breaches.
Oh. Can the breaches swap the bolter for a close combat weapon, or is that just special breacher pure?
No, just sergeant.
Just a sergeant.
I mean, 1 guy in 5.
Hmm.
One guy. No, they're just special weapons. They're not. They don't get
special
the
weapons,
close
sorry.
combat weapons. So they're kind of a weird unit because they're not really like your invul. You would think would make you want to get in a close combat because obviously,
Well, I
things
think
with
it's
like power swords, power fists that all ignore your
or
armor save. You can ignore.
do
it.
they hold your objective?
Yeah.
So they've still got line as well.
Yeah,
still
yeah,
got
they're
line.
still line and the heavy, so the reroll blast. So
Just as a defensive unit.
Yeah.
get take a squad then, put it on your objective.
Yeah, and yeah.
Just sit there. That's what
Yeah.
they do. They sit there and they die less often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing to get into here is we went through 4 units now and troops, and they all do massively different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I suppose with the termite, you could take breaches and put them on the enemy's objective
yeah,
and not die.
yeah. I mean that might be a use for them.
How much a termites do?
I'm
not sure.
I don't know.
I don't know whereabouts in the book they are. I would have to.
Dedicated transports. But yeah.
I would have to have a look. But the termite's 80 points naked.
Oh, that's.
Capacity of 12.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I mean, it depends on what the enemy's got because he might not come in where you want and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I don't think I would use it. Although, saying that, I do struggle getting to the other side of the board.
Oh, not just that, because you could use that for your own objective as well.
Yeah, like to defend.
Yeah.
Like quickly move it or
Like
bolster up where you need bolstering.
Yeah.
But
So how does the termite work? Sorry.
It comes out of the ground.
I know that.
So it's a deep strike from below rather than
Oh,
above.
Yeah.
that's quite cool.
Yeah.
I've never really read the rules for it.
Yeah, no, have I? But anyway, another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that kind of working, but then same again.
Why put breaches in the termite when you put an actual killie squad in?
Yeah, so the breaches still only got that 3-up save. So let's say against like chain swords,
Yeah.
if somebody like say massive Space Wolf squads charges you and they've hit you and wounded you 40 times, and you 3-up saves, you're gonna fail.
Hmm.
For that 5-up, that shield's not making any difference.
No.
You know, that's where the failing is against like the weaker, the weapons that
Like
don't
you
have
said,
the
the
AP
small
but
arms,
have
yeah.
the shred, even like the chain bayonets.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Blood Angels tactical squad with chain bayonets charging into a breacher squad is still going to wipe out the breacher squad.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
It's like I say, it depends who you play against and whatever. But they're not really. When I played against Brian's and Brian being Iron Hands and harder to kill, I still didn't struggle to take out his breacher squads.
Hmm. I thought they were really good as Iron Hands. But anyway.
The thing is, if they weren't impossible to take out though.
Oh, well, I mean, nothing's impossible
and
to
then
take out.
They weren't much harder than normal tactical marines. And then add on to the fact that his are harder to kill. I think for anyone else, they're not going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
After Preachers, we have Legion Tactical Support Squad.
So these are your special weapon guys.
Yeah. So I've been running a plasma gun squad of 10 men.
Yeah.
Which costs quite a lot of points. I think nearly 300.
Yeah.
And they're usually dead by the end of every game. Mostly from their own shooting.
Yeah.
But it's not just that, they are a high priority target.
Yeah, so
like, you put effort into killing these guys.
yeah. Well, yeah. To be fair though, I don't think anyone actually has targeted them. I
Well,
think,
no, because they don't want to get a return fire.
I think just general wear and tear. They wear themselves out. So we'll go through the different weapons. So right, so rotor cannons, weak strength, lots of shots,
Yeah.
pinning. I can't see myself.
That is an Imperial Fist weapon all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's an auto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I just don't see myself using that. But not in the Space Marine meta, unless the releases come out quick, and a lot of people start picking up humans or demons or anything that isn't power armored.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see the point.
Right, so that will mow down like the militia.
Oh yeah,
But like there is no militia yet.
yeah. So next is the Volkite Charger. So I'm just gonna go to my weapons
The one
page.
I use on me, Prieto.
Yeah, because there's two.
There's,
Oh, I can't get my head around all those different
three.
Volkites.
Yeah.
there's a pistol one called a Volkite, bigger than
Oh
this.
yeah. Well, there's more than.
But the ones
I
you
think
normally
there's
use.
a list of 10, but there's two.
So
There's
the
two.
Charger.
Yeah,
There's
so
two
you've
Charger
got
and
a
a Cavalier.
Charger and a Cavalier. So the Charger's 15-inch range, strength 5, AP 5, 2 shots, assault, definitely great.
Mm-hmm. Pointless. Why?
Two-
Because AP5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and too short of a range.
Like, that's not better enough than a bolter to justify.
No, only reason I've got to be
No.
Prieto is because it's modelled with it.
Yeah, for the extra cost, for basically 1 extra strength, definitely great's okay,
Yeah.
but it's not game
So
breaking.
deflagate, if it was an unsaved wound, you will make another wound roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't. It never really seems to do a lot.
Well, it's not just that, because you've got to make the wound roll again, and it's
Yeah.
at the minute it's against power armor.
Yeah. So I'm guessing if you were doing it in enough quantity, it would start making differences.
It will kill more. Will it kill enough to justify the extra
Yeah.
cost? Is the
And then,
question.
yeah. So
That and 15-inch range.
yeah.
That's the
Then after the Charger is the Volkite Cavalier. Now
Cavalier.
these are 10 point. No, it's Caliber.
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 Yeah.
Oh yeah.
10 points each. These are 30-inch, strength 6, AP 5, heavy 3, definitely great. So I wouldn't take these at all because they're heavy.
Well, it's like it's not good enough to be a heavy.
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Instead of taking this squad,
Take a
I
heavy
would rather
support
take
squad
a heavy
Heavy
support
squad,
squad, and I
with an
can,
actual heavy weapon.
that's not that much better than a heavy boulder,
No.
and it costs more, and it has a shorter range.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have the heavy squad.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only benefit of this is it goes into your tactical
Well,
section.
just to say, it's a
Troops
troops
section.
unit, but it's not line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just checking. It's
So
not.
it can't take and hold objectives.
Yeah,
But it can stop the enemy getting that objective.
Yeah.
If you kill them
Right.
all.
I suppose. Also, it's a support squad, so it can't be a compulsory troops option.
yeah. So after that is the plasma gun.
Pretty
So,
good.
Unless
24 inch.
unless it kills
Yeah.
itself.
Rapid
Yeah.
fire, strength 7, AP 4, breaching 4+. So
Gets hot.
what I like about breaching 4+ is when you roll into wound something like a contender that's toughness 7.
It's always
Every
good.
time
Every
it
time
wounds,
you successful
yeah, it
wound
beats
is always
the armor.
breaching. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's only against like strength. Well, I don't know, it's not that much really, is it?
no,
Space Marines, I suppose.
Yeah.
Your
Right.
3s and your 2s won't be breaching.
they're also decent against lighter vehicles
Yeah.
like a Rhino and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Melter gun.
Yes.
So
Busts tanks, short range.
Yeah.
Pretty much all there is to it, isn't it?
So I've not used a melter gun squad, but I can see where they would come in handy.
The problem is getting them to the target,
Yeah.
but
The
such
thing
short
is-
range.
The thing is, right, so it's 15 points each for the
So
melter
how much
guns.
is a minimum melter gun squad is how much?
75 for the guns,
Yeah.
85 for the men is 160,
How much is a melter gun land speeder?
about 80 I think.
There you
So
go.
I can have
Two of them.
two of them with
Yeah.
multi-melters which have a longer range.
Yeah.
And the thing is with
You
melter,
get to where they need to be.
Yeah.
the thing is with melter, you only need, well the multi-melters as well are twin linked.
Yeah.
So you only really need to hit, if you're in half range, you only need to hit a vehicle once.
Yeah.
And you've got a really high chance of blowing it up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, even like,
You took your landing road.
yeah,
That's strength 14 all round.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because once you're within 12 inches, you're rolling 2 dice. So
Yeah.
So what options have we got to get these to the target?
a
Obviously walking,
Rhino,
not recommended.
just a rhino, which I use. Oh, the one thing we forgot, which is what they start with, is flamers.
Yes. Flame is pretty pants at the minute because we don't have any weaker targets.
No.
Yeah.
The exceptions would be the anyone who gets special flamers.
I mean, the thing is
Yeah.
though, why a flamer would be good is because it's on a template. So
Mhm.
imagine instead of taking a bolt gun squad, you're taking these guys with flamers.
Yeah.
If you can cover a big squad, you're automatically hitting,
And you get lots of hits.
and you're getting lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I can actually see a use for the flamers.
Let's have a little look at the flamer profile then. What is
So
it?
flamers, strength 4, AP 5, assault 1, template.
Okay.
So
And the flame template's 8 inches or so big.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh, that, yeah.
I mean it does a different job to the plasma and the melter,
Mm-hmm.
but for cost effectiveness, I think the flamers will make the points back, or have a bigger impact on the game than the melter will.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, let's say you're spending 200 points to put 5 men with melter guns in a rhino to drive up to a tank and shoot it from point blank range.
Yeah.
You could have a Gravis Predator, like a Predator
Well, that
Annihilator.
just got me
for
thinking
less.
there. They're going against different targets.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, you're driving a rhino with melter guns up towards a tank. Tanks normally got stuff to be able to deal with that rhino.
Yeah.
You drive a rhino with flamers up to tactical marines. They don't generally have anything to deal with a rhino.
No, they haven't have the.
Yeah.
They'll need to get out and.
Get out and cook them.
Flame. Now, I can imagine that would work quite well, like against Joel's Night Lords, who have he likes to bring big groups of tactical marines.
Well, in the battle we had, I had the veterans with Alchem pistols.
Yeah.
And on one of my rounds of shooting, I got like 50 hits, didn't I?
Yeah.
From like 8 pistols,
Yeah.
which was just crazy.
It was a ridiculous amount. Yeah. So definitely with Death Guard, when you can have like the
With Death Guard, I wouldn't take Tactical Support Squad. I would take the twin pistol dudes.
yeah.
because they've got the, what's it called, flesh eating thing? I can't remember what it's called. Flesh bane. So like you don't need the strength.
Yeah.
Like the strength of the pistol doesn't matter because it chews them.
But then saying that, these guys do go into troops.
It's a good point.
You'll have a lot of empty troop slots.
Oh, actually, there's a lot of empty fast attack squad. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
Tactical support squad.
yeah, they're useful, but they cost a lot.
Yeah.
Say my plasma gun squad costs about the same as my las cannon heavy support squad, and I know which one is more effective. Yeah. Legion reconnaissance squad. So
These look interesting.
these, I don't know if these are the ones you mean. Nemesis bolters.
Yes, have a look at the profile for the Nemesis bolter.
Right, so let's just start off. So
tell
they
me
have
your
the
thoughts.
same. They have the same stats as a tactical marine.
Yeah.
You got 5 of them for 85 points. They have something called shrouded bombs. They also have the options for bayonets and chain bayonets. Pretty much the same options as a tactical squad, except for Nemesis bolters. Now, a Nemesis bolter, I'm guessing, is the sniper rifle.
It is.
So it's got a 72-inch range, strength
Huge.
5, AP 5, heavy 1, Rendon 5+, sniper pinning.
Should we just go through them rules there? 72-inch range, we'll start with that.
That's the board.
Massive.
Yeah, so,
Massive range.
Yeah, I think that's the longest range of a,
It's more than a last
of a
cannon.
man carried, yeah.
It's
Of
the
a-
last cannon's
of a-
48.
Yeah, of a man carried weapon.
It's the board, no matter what size board you play on, really.
Is it the hypotenuse of the board? It might be.
No, not in the 6x4 because 6 foot 72. It's most of it. There'll not be a lot can hide from it.
No. Well, what was the next rule I had?
Next rule is
Rendon 5+ is a pretty good Rendon.
Yeah.
roll.
Considering most stuff's 4+. And Rendon you can use against vehicles as well.
Yeah.
I mean, only being strength 5.
You're not going to shoot
You're not-
vehicles
no.
with it.
No. Sniper.
So sniper is the shooter chooses who the wounds allocate against.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you shoot that special sergeant.
Yeah.
You shoot the apothecary.
Yeah.
You shoot the master of signals.
Yeah. Yeah. And then pinning
Pinning's pinning.
can be effective. Yeah. So I can definitely see a place for these guys.
Absolutely. We'll get on the next page. You'll get cheaper guys like this.
So, reconnaissance squad, so 5 guys. Well, in fact, you don't need bolters on everyone. The thing is, though,
I would though.
so 5 guys with bolters is going to come in at 135 points.
Yeah.
So 5 guys with Nemesis, but 5 guys
So
with
it's
Nemesis
5
board.
guys whose job is to take out
Yeah, basically
the
snipers.
people holding together like the units.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not just the sergeant or
Right.
the apothecary. What if it's like that weapon because it's a veteran squad?
Yeah.
You know? Or
Yeah.
I want to get the guy with the thunder hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, I like the idea of this. What is going to work against this is characters have invul saves.
Yes.
Sergeants can have artificer armor.
Mm-hmm.
So you might hit, you might wound. So against the sergeant, you're going to hit on 3s, wound on 3s.
Yeah.
Only half of those hits are going to beat the AP.
Mm-hmm. But he's only got 1 wound.
Yeah, but that's. Are you going to kill someone at every turn?
Yeah.
We'll find out by doing it.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to try.
I mean, you've also got scout and infiltrate.
Yeah.
So scout lets you do a move before the game starts, and
Mhm.
infiltrate lets you deploy.
Now the thing is, I don't think
Further.
scout actually goes with the Nemesis bolter.
No.
Because you're going to be in a backfield position.
Yeah.
Scout would be
Well-
if you armed them differently, I think.
I mean, you don't have to be though. The thing is, you can do a cheaper version.
You can
you
on
could
the next
take you
page.
could take a couple of snipers and then give your sergeant a power weapon, and give another guy like bayonets. You can make kind of like a special forces squad out of
Yeah.
these guys
Oh yeah, yeah.
and do different things. In
Um,
fact, you don't even need to do it.
ooh,
the
I've just
entire
realised. They're lying.
They
Yeah.
are like.
The entire unit may take melter bombs. So
That'd be amazing in
So
Dreadnoughts.
you don't have to build them as a sniper squad. You could build them as
How they come.
dreadnought or
Vehicle.
tank hunter.
Just as they come, 85 points
With melter bombs.
with metal bombs. That's
Yeah.
an extra. How much?
5
metal bombs?
points each, so that'd be
10,
110.
25.
110 with the melter bombs,
Yeah.
which isn't bad.
No.
as a little throwaway unit to take out dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take out a Leviathan dreadnought with that. You know what I mean? Only one of them needs to get through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it. I like the look of them. I've not really. We've had the books now for nearly 2 months, and I've never really had the time to properly
Should I explain how this
go through
happened to me?
everything.
How?
I read the sniper rule.
What the hell has sniper?
Yeah, and then I saw the Nemesis boat has sniper.
What
And I saw these guys.
Oh, right then.
I was like, oh,
Yeah,
it's all coming together. And here we go, the cheaper version.
Legion Scout Squad.
65 points.
Right, so the difference between the Scouts and the normal Marines, they have 1 extra movement, they have 1 less armor save. They also have something called Light. Any idea what that does?
I have no idea.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to have to look through my book. Now, I think it's in the book Liam's holding. It doesn't seem to be in mine.
I can't imagine it being a bad thing.
So, the thing I like about Scouts is
No,
what
it's not on this one.
What I would love would be... Oh, I'll have to find out what the special rules are. You know what's the name of that? Oh, I've got it. The Rogue Trader Scouts. That were in Space Crusade style.
Yeah.
I would love a squad of them. No, it's not in here. It's not. It would be there.
There are other place one.
No, but it would be next to limited ammunition because this is the special.
It would be
section.
next to limited ammunition.
It will be in that one you've got.
So
So
let's keep talking about them.
yeah, so it's got 65 points for your squad. Your Nemesis bolt is a 10 points. So if you want 5 with sniper rifles, that's 115 points.
Yep.
Benefit here is you can just buy the 40k scouts if you really want to do it, even though the models don't look very good.
I actually prefer the idea of like the recon squad.
Yeah,
I think you can make them look cooler.
yeah. I would, like I say, I would use these if I could get ones that look like Rogue Trader Marines.
You probably can.
Because
somewhere.
the thing is, if you're staying that far away,
You don't need the armour.
you don't need the armour.
No.
And then same again, you can do the melter bomb thing with these guys. And
These
you're
aren't
faster.
line though.
Not lying, but that's not what you're using them for. You're not using the
Oh
other
no,
ones.
no.
You're not using the recon squad for going up for objectives.
No, the idea of this Nemesis board is to remove buffs.
Yeah,
It takes out sergeants, it takes out apothecaries, tech marines, that kind of thing.
yeah. And I could see me using these scout guys in Ultramarines alongside the character who's also a sniper,
Alright, okay.
because the character can shoot a target, and then that would allow the squad to shoot the same target on hitting on 2s.
That would be amazing.
But then again, you're still hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s. You've got to get through the.
So we've also got scout as a rule.
Yeah.
Infiltrate, move through cover.
Yeah.
Person. And they're a support squad as
That
well.
might be what light does.
It's not in this book.
They also have shroud bombs.
So we can't find the rule for light. Yeah, it should have been after lingering death.
It's not. That's why I said it might be in there. So.
Yeah. Well, I was on
it's
the
You know what
it's
it'll
in
be?
2 different
It'll
pages
be
on
in
that
that
book.
one. It'll be in infantry or unit types. That's what it'll be.
Ah, like where. Yeah.
I've no idea whereabouts in the book that
No,
is.
'cause the,
So
the
we,
books are laid out so badly.
yeah, there's a few rules like that, like the dreadnought rules, and
They'll be next to the dreadnought.
yeah,
More than
They'll
likely.
be light, heavy dreadnought.
yeah. Right. So well, you can also take your bayonets. You can start your shotguns with these guys.
Wouldn't bother.
I'll take one on my Praetor.
Mm.
He actually won a fight because the concussive dropped
Yes.
the weapon skill
Against my.
against
Oh.
Liam's Praetor. So
Yeah.
Liam's Praetor, even though he fought first, was hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Didn't kill my guy, who was hitting on 3s with his thunder hammer. Nothing's going to stand up to that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I suppose, yeah, because like your scouts might actually get ignored as a target because
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
they're
nobody's-
just scouts.
Yeah. So that's all the units
Yeah.
basically. And we've got 4 dedicated transports that are in the troop section that can't be took separately.
No, no.
So the first one's the Rhino.
Standard rhino.
I think everyone kind of knows what a Rhino does. Moves 14, front side armour 11, rear armour 10. Explode very easily.
Yeah.
Basically, it gets you a couple of free movements.
Yeah, just moves your men up the board, and that's about all it does. You can't put a heavy weapon on it. I probably wouldn't bother.
Right, light subtype. Subtype.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. A unit that includes at least one modifier gains a +1 modifier to its initiative
Alright, okay.
when determining how far it can run.
Oh, so it can run faster.
Yeah. And when it's moving as part of a reaction.
Okay.
Can't make a shooting attack. This light subtype may make a shooting attack after it's ran.
Oh.
Snapshot only, but still.
That's nothing to be sniffed at, though, I suppose.
No, not great for the sniper rifles because
No.
they're heavy anyway. But
Interesting, anyway.
yeah,
So, special weapons then, what can I have?
the sergeant can have a Magna or minor combi melter. That's about it.
It's not worth snapshotting with.
No. Like I say, I think if you were going to take scouts, you'd probably do them as snipers. I can't see or the melter bomb thing.
Yeah.
One or
Can
the
they
other.
take melter bombs as well, the scouts?
Yeah, they can do the melter bomb.
Because I didn't hear because I was trying to find that page in the book.
Can you run and charge?
No,
No.
Oh.
unless you were Space Wolves.
Ooh, Space Wolf Scouts with melter bombs.
Yeah.
I think it's Space Wolves. Somebody can. I think it's
It's Space Wolves.
Interesting.
It's a special thing
Yeah,
they've got.
you know, my blue look kind of grey.
Yeah, sort
I
of.
thought that you with the Ultramarines looked like a wolf.
To be honest, you know what it is? They were the two armies I was kind of divided over.
Alright.
And the reason I didn't go for the wolves was basically because I feel like the theme is a bit off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should mention those new heads.
The wolf head.
Yeah. So, you know, I absolutely loved the Rogue Trader Space Wolf
Because I
Captain
had
with the
wolf heads.
Just the very first metal one looked so good.
Yeah.
And I just have never been able to do it again. And I think the problem is because the original was a one-piece sculpt, the head fit right with the armour.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're trying to do a multi-part head, they're always like slightly wrong
Yeah. It just
where they're sat.
looks horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks daft. I think if they lower them down and bring them in a little bit, it probably would work. But to get them to fit the multi-part armour with the like gorget around the neck, they have to be too high up and they have to be too big. And
The
just
guy
doesn't
was
look
kind of
right.
like, he was laying like face down, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Like snout downwards.
Yeah.
Kind of like a wolf that was stalking you as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was less wolf,
It wouldn't be
and
Space
what,
Wolf.
like, no, but you could take a Mark 6 helmet and
Oh,
make
yeah.
it a little bit wolfy,
Yeah.
but still have some of the Mark 6 helmet in it,
Yeah, you could.
and it might look better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's like have the ears and have like a mouth, but not have a full sculpted face. Do you know what I mean?
It's very angular as well, the
Yeah.
face. It's
Yeah. I mean, I've never been a fan of the whole Space Wolves theme.
no, not my cup of tea.
It's
I
like
mean, I like the colour scheme.
grey.
I like
I
the
prefer the 40k colour as
I like
well.
the grey with the red and the yellow and the black contrast in it, which is
Yeah.
why like my Ultramarines I've done them blue, but I put red on,
Yeah.
and like I say, they're not that far off what Space Wolves would look like if I was doing Space Wolves, because my blue is a greyish blue.
Yeah.
So I'm only like half a step away from 40k Space Wolf colour scheme anyway.
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not far off.
Yeah.
I think what put us off was the rules wise. I've never really enjoyed playing an assault army.
I just couldn't say wolf every 2 seconds.
But
I couldn't use me
but-
wolf men with me wolf guns
yeah,
and me wolf whatever.
I think
Yeah.
rules wise, though, Space Wolves. I think rules wise, Space Wolves would have been stronger than Ultramarines
Oh, probably, yeah.
with a good I mean, Ultramarines aren't bad, but I think the thing is the Ultramarines are kind of, apart from the Logos Lectora, is fitting my playstyle.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were shooting.
You need to have a look at
type
those other
playlist.
rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So back to the troops. So the next one we've got is the Legion Drop Pod.
Yeah.
And this is only 35 points.
And the problem is we need to cross-reference what things can actually take this, and I can't be bothered. It's a bit out of context on its own, isn't it?
So,
Can Terminators take a drop pod?
Yeah, they can.
nothing has drop pod listed. I think you have to take the right of war.
Oh,
drop pod assault.
Right.
Oh, right then.
Okay.
I know. No, it does. Pass it over.
None of the troops.
None of the troops do.
None
but
of the troops do, but I know you can put stuff in drop pods.
if I remember where it is correctly,
Who's in for?
elites.
Yeah, they're the other way. They're before the troops.
That's annoying as well.
Why? Yeah, I know. I don't understand why they've done that. Every other book they've made in the last however many years, it goes HQ then troops.
Yeah.
A Legion Terminator Cataphracti squad number no more than 5 models may take a Praetor, a Legion Proteus carrier, or a Legion Death Claw drop pod as
Yeah.
its dedicated
Death
class.
Claw.
That's Death Claw, but the normal drop pods, it's not
I
listed.
must
thought
just
it
take
was
the
just
drop
that one,
pod
so that's
assault.
why I quickly flicked
Yeah,
through.
so I think it's only if you take the drop pod assault right of war, and then you can choose to put everything in drop pods. Now for 35 points, I don't think that's a bad deal. If that's the
No.
theme you want to go with and how you
I
want
will
to do it.
say, when you come to the drop pod assault though, you're not there to get your maximum point efficiency.
No.
You're in the realms of fun.
Yeah, it would be a fun army. I think that's another one. If I did in the future want to do another army, and I did pick Space Wolves or World Eaters,
Death Drop Pod Army.
Cool, yeah.
drop pod army
There were
because
some Night Lords as well,
yeah,
coming out of the sky
Yeah,
in the rain.
yeah.
as opposed to come out the walls. I watched that the other night.
Dreadnought drop pods 100 points for your Dreadnought. That's probably not worth it, unless, like I say, if you're playing purely
Leviathan
for
with 2
theme.
claws.
Yeah, but if you're playing purely for theme,
Oh yeah.
then it'll work. But 100 points seems like a massive tax.
The thing is though, your Dreadnought can probably get across the battlefield without getting wounded anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's more.
Is your Leviathan not a vehicle?
No, it's
No.
a
Same as a Dreadnought, so
Yeah.
you can just take ping and hits of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just walking
Yeah.
across the board.
The other,
In the open.
the other thing for these drop pods it's worthwhile talking about, as well as all transports, is you're going to count as a unit for other person's victory points.
I just noticed something. Drop pod. Transport capacity 10.
Yep.
You're not getting special characters in with the squad.
No.
No, you're just getting your 10-man attack squad in.
Most assault armies though will take jump packs
Yeah.
to drop in the HQs and retinues.
Yeah.
And then the last thing which we talked about earlier was termite.
It's like a drop pod but opposite.
Yeah.
80 points,
It comes up instead of down.
Yeah.
12 men, and it's basically just for preachers.
Some other units can
Fine.
take it. I remember seeing it in the
Yeah.
auctions.
No.
Probably the is it Nemesis guys or the other grenade guys, the rad guys,
Yeah, I think you're right. There.
destroyers.
Them ones.
No, Mortalis. Rhino, termite, yeah, Mortalis destroyers. They're the ones with the rad grenades.
Yeah,
and-
they're the non-jump pack.
yeah. So
destroyers.
destroyer, assault squad, Mortalis, destroyer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one takes termites, one takes
Jetpacks.
jetpacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it for troops.
Excellent.
Shut the book.
Yeah.
So if you've been following along and you're still with us,
Playing at home.
let us know what you think in the comments. Yeah. So
So we've got a couple of things we need to try.
Yeah.
Flamers and rhinos
Snipers.
and snipers.
and snipers seem like a good shot. Like I say, I would love some of them original style scouts, but I can't even find an STL file for them.
Oh.
So
I can
unfortunately,
imagine actual getting originals would be pretty expensive.
and they all have knives and bullet pistols.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got some of them ones.
Yeah.
They
So
screw some rifles on the back.
yeah.
Well, I've actually got some with rifles, some with bullet pistols and knives, combat knives. Because obviously, combat knives were +1 to wound for
Right.
Bloody Angel. Player +1 attack for Bloody Angels in
Yeah.
40k, and I've got a squad with sniper rifles, but they're the big sniper rifles.
Just give them all briefcases.
Yes. Or guitar cases.
Yeah.
Or guitar
Yeah, I mean,
I need a Mexican style army now.
an actual squad with melter bombs might be worth trying.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd probably take them as a recon, not the scout.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit
I
extra
think
armor.
I think You're gonna die.
Well, the scouts are quicker though.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right. The thing is, you're not gonna be able to use them against a dreadnought because the Overwatch will mince you.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Can you charge what you can't see?
No.
Well, that's an issue then, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't think you can. But let's say a vehicle though, like Land Raiders and stuff.
Defensive weapons only.
Yeah. I mean that would
So-
be handy.
If it's on with only like las cannons, you can't shoot anything like you
You
can.
might have a stormbolt on the top of that, be it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
You're going to lose 2 men
At the
Yeah.
most.
at the most. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else
I
we
think
want to
that's
talk
it
about?
tonight.
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah, pretty
Quick one tonight.
pretty quick
Yeah.
one. So hopefully, if you haven't had many games, hopefully our experience with our troop units has come in handy,
Or completely
Yeah.
the wrong direction.
or maybe just give you some ideas about
But
what you
it's,
want
that
to do.
said, it's give us some of our own ideas to play
Yeah.
that we haven't used yet.
Yeah.
Because I've never read, like I say, the Scout or the
Yeah,
The recon.
Recon at all, so that's given me ideas for.
Yeah.
To say now we're pushing 2,500 points plus, you can start messing about with extra stuff rather than.
Yeah.
I need to build 1,000 points, 1,500 points for an army.
Yeah.
Like for a game, it's like right, we've got this built. What can we do now? So
Absolutely.
you more like tailor your army the way you want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have anything we need to plug?
No,
No, no.
Fallen Hope War Games cool.
Yeah.
Need a mezzanine.
Yeah. No, it's in. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not a lot to say this
Yeah.
week. So thank you very much, and we will catch you next time.
Bye now.
Yeah.